Welcome, everyone, to the Alley Cat Lanes in Kingston, Massachusetts. This is the $30,000 Candlepin Challenge. Candlepin Challenge is brought to you in conjunction with the International Candlepin Bowling Association and AT&T Broadband. Hi, I'm your host Dan Murphy, along with Earl Smith, and it's been the Kevin Davis Show the last 6 consecutive weeks. He's going for #1 today. Before we talk any more about Kevin, though, let's talk about our format.
Yes, Dan, it's a one-game format, a challengers match, which the winner of that match moves on to meet our current champion in a 2-game match.
Okay, and the whole idea is to accumulate points, and Kevin was able to accumulate 2,250 points several weeks ago and sits on the top of that list. Earl, how do they accumulate these points?
He gets 50 points per spare, 100 points for the strikes, bonus points awarded for combinations of spares and strikes, and the all-important match, 750 points for winning.
That's correct. And who's going to be the one to unseed Kevin? Let's meet our challengers for today. Trina Fernandez has those standing by.
I'm here with our challengers, and today we have John Winchell of Kingston, New Hampshire, and Rico Baldinelli of Amesbury, Mass. Now, John, we'll start off with you. What did you do to get prepared for today's match?
I just came down a little early. I had a couple of friends bowling the earlier shows today, so I watched them, saw how the lanes were acting, just try to stay relaxed.
All right, so you're ready?
I'm ready.
All right, great. And Rico, you're from a family of big candlepin bowlers, big family history. Tell us, do they still give you pointers?
Maybe not so much now, but I always remember my uncle telling me to slow down and follow through, and whenever I'm struggling, I just remember that. Just try to slow my footing down. It works.
Some good family advice.
Very good.
That's great. Now we'll head over to Dan and Earl.
Okay, you've met the two bowlers, the two challengers. Can either one of those unseat Kevin Davis? We'll find out in a very short minute. Stick around, we'll be right back for the challengers match. Okay, to get us going will be Rico Baldinelli on lane 13. Rico carrying an average of 127.
Starts off with a half worst to left.
Shot. All right, big out, Rico. Come on.
Rico was with us back in November of last year, and he lost in the challengers match 109 to 105 to Jude Silva. He's back with us, trying to improve on that record. Disappointing 4-box to begin with. Drops 9, leaves a 6-pin. Looks like a nice little guide there to the left. He doesn't need it. Spare up in the second. Now our first look at John Winchell from Kingston, New Hampshire. Not sure if it's Kingston, New Hampshire or Kingston, Mass. I think it is Kingston, New Hampshire.
Yep, Park Place, Exeter bowls out of.
Bowls out of Exeter, Park Place, and also Leo's Super Bowl, which is where Rico Baldinelli is out of. So I'm sure these bowlers know each other pretty well. No, missing the head pin, leaving just the head pin. Chance to jump out to a 6-pin advantage, though, without the benefit of a mark because of that 4-box that Rico started with. And he does just that, 10-box. John's roll-off score, 702. And that was held at Leo's Super Bowl in Amesbury. Well, not an easy spare leave here, Earl.
He's got the 4-7-8. 2-7-8. My left-hand man Dan here says.
Oh, nice try. Sleeper in the back is always difficult. You want to try to drive the 2-pin back into the 8, but when you do that, you'll leave the 7. Or if you cut it, you get the 7, leave the 8. So very difficult spare leave. All right, make it a 10. Pair of 10s and a 6-pin advantage, at least momentarily, until Rico throws this ball. Rico high single 201, 467, and 742 is his high 5.
Slid by the head pin on the left side. He's got the 1, 3, and the 7. Looks like he has a piece of wood out there. He might have him.
Oh, that there it goes. I was going to say, it looked like it was wired if he could hit that head pin. Got the 2 front pins. Let's take a look. It took a little while for that wood to curl down there, Earl. Eventually taking the 7 out. All right, Rico will fill that spare in the 3rd.
Wants the corner to go. Just in back of the 10 pin there.
And 10 box, 48 through 4 for Rico. John Winchell looking for his first mark of the match. Some of John's vital stats: 187 for a high single, 441 high triple, and 744 for a high 5.
Might run into a roadblock.
Oh boy. Yeah, the wood might have cost him, but you certainly don't want to miss the wood. You want to give yourself a chance. Going by it, there's no good. And again, so it's just a 9. So now Rico increases lead to 9. And waiting in the wings is our 6-time champ Kevin Davis, and I'll tell you, last week was probably the closest match he's had against last year's final champ Dave Dupuis. .254 to 235. Kevin defeated Dave Dupuis to make it 6 in a row. And it's a 9, so it's a 10-pin advantage. After 4 frames, challengers match. Before I forget, Earl, I want to thank you for filling in the last 4 weeks in the absence of Phil Burton. Phil will be back with us next week. And yes, 4 horsemen plus the 8-pin. It goes for Rico, his 3rd match in 5 boxes, all spares. You see, the wood comes off the side. Well, actually, I don't know if that was the head pin. One of the pins, anyways, come off the left side while we clear out the 8. And another 7-pin drop.
It's got the 1, 2, and the 10 there. Should be able to
give it a shot. Maybe try to split them.
Run the head pin over.
Oh, right just to the left of that 10 pin. And it's a 9. Rico is doing a little house cleaning here. There we go. Piece of deadwood came rolling up the lane. Gets a good hand for that effort.
They never did that for me when I got
No,
on.
they don't. And it took them 2 balls to clear the gutter that time. That's a good sign, Rico. You don't want to get used to throwing them down there. Full on the head pin for John.
He's got the 2, 2, 3, 6, and 10. It looks like from here. I'm gonna get to know where these pins are. It's
I know,
time to
it's
go.
time to fill the back. Eight pins, 46 and a 19 pin advantage now for Rico. John's still looking for his first mark, pinning well, 2 10s and then 2 9s and an 8, but he needs marks. Got to get him closer than that. Well, how about you, right? Right after the 4 pin. Hopefully the wood won't deflect the ball and have the wood take the 10 pin. A wise one. What do you think?
Yeah, well,
Not enough of that front piece, or not enough of the wood on the right to carry this 10 pin. And make it 9. So the lead stays at 19.
Getting down to the last 4 boxes. You only get him too far out in front.
No, it's 19 pins. That's at least two good marks. Make it 3 marks that John's going to need now because Rico just threw his first strike. And that was a quick one. Crossing over in the 1-2. Look at that, just tripping that 6 pin.
He's got the 1, 3, and a 7, 10. He's got some help in there.
Rico is showing us that all good games begin with 4 boxes. Got a chance.
Yeah.
Spare on strike.
that's the hard way to get it.
Take a look at that one. That was a pretty spare. Catches the head pin with the ball. Wood takes the 7 pin. Wood takes the 10 and comes back for the 3 pin. Spare on strike, his 5th mark.
This is where John wants to put some kind of mark.
Yeah, he's got to at least match what Rico puts up there.
He's got a chance here. The 1, 2, and the 7.
1, 2, and 7, looking for his first mark. No, it's not going to happen. Earl drops his headsets and gets down and check the wood. I probably could have told him that the wood was good, but he left so quickly I didn't have a chance. And that's a 10 box. Earl, that was clearly in. I mean, maybe you should have those eyes checked.
I left my glasses at home.
Yeah, John, oh boy. 189, spread eagle plus the 5 pin. Didn't think things could get worse, but they just did for John Winchell. And it's like right now that Rico will be the one to try to stop the string that Kevin Davis has been on. 6 consecutive weeks, needs 2 more wins to tie the all-time winning streak held by Det Klein at 8. 8 box, 73 for John.
Big old Rick, come on.
He's got a 5 fill. He's got the 4 horsemen to the right and the 7 pin.
No wood to help him. No, off target there. And just 7. 116 through 9.
Rico's got love for the 1, 4, 6, and 7. Grab that head pin up. He grabbed the head pin and pushed it right straight back. And a 7 box. Ends up with a 123.
123.
He's got a 36 pin advantage. We're looking at a few strikes here. The 4 horsemen to the left and the all-important 9 pin in the back.
Mathematically, if he threw a spare and then followed with a triple strike, he could tie. He needs this.
Yeah.
Well, he's still alive, but he needs a triple strike now to tie, I believe. You see a good spare, his first one of the day. Not that he couldn't have had a few others. Hit a couple, not much to show for it. Needs a strike to stay alive. And that will do it. Rico Baldinelli will move on to the championship match, the 2-game match, where all the points are accumulated. And out of the coals and into the fire, because now he's going to take on our defending champ, Kevin Davis. Spare in the
now.
10th.
It's usually what happens.
Yeah, after it's mathematically over, everything seems to go. Down at 99 and a ball. All right, finishes with 6 and a 105. So it's an 18-pin victory for Rico Baldinelli. It's Rico Baldinelli and Kevin Davis coming up in our championship match. Stay tuned. Okay, our defending champ Kevin Davis will get us going. On the line, a lot of points, a streak of 6 weeks in a row, trying to make it 7. Rico Baldinelli trying to start a streak of his own.
He's going to make a big one here with the 1, 7, 9, and 10. Past few weeks he's been marking the first and second box. Just the back row with the 7, 9, and 10. Still left with a couple pieces of wood out front.
Huh. Was able to get the 9 and the 10 out of there. 9 box. This is probably one of his bigger matches, because if he wins this match, he'll be taking at his home lanes next week. So, important match in a lot of ways for Kevin Davis.
Well, he's got the 8 pin with a piece of wood out front. I think if he drives it straight back, he'll be all right.
Yeah, no problem there. Spare in the second. He always seems to get one of the 2 boxes opening up a mark up there. Does nothing else. It relaxes you. Say, well, that's out of the way. I get the first one under my belt. Sometimes that first mark is hard to come by. Half Worcester left.
I think that's how Rico opened up the challenges match too.
He wants to improve on that 4 box though. Ooh. Well, maybe he's found a formula though. He ended up with a 123 game. Oh boy, just a 3 and a smile from Rico, but
that's tough to do.
Wow. Yeah. Well, so that means he's going to have a 124 opening game. No. Got to catch the wood in that
3 pin.
Well,
That's what he tried to do.
3 pin.
Comes away with that with a 10 box, 13 after 2.
Here's the fill for Kevin Davis. Got some jumping around. 6 fill.
He's got the 1, 3, 7, and 8.
Trying to catch the head pin anyways. You'd like to split him. Caught the head pin, and that's all he got. Oh, what a 10. Oh, wow.
Great 10 there.
Get a smile out of Kevin on that one. Took a while. 35, 2-3. And there he goes, kicking out the 7. First strike of the championship match. 150 points now for Kevin. There you see it. 7-pin, last one to go.
He's got the 7-8 left there, but he's got a piece out front. I think I get worried about is the 8-pin, I think.
Yep. A little too high in the wood, I think. And a 10 box.
Yes, well, we get a quick moment. We like to get you guys the. It was a quick moment too.
Matching strikes in the 4th.
Those postcards. We'll get you the address there as right around the second match. Send them in to us and let us know for the home viewers too.
There you see the replay of that strike. Very nicely done by Rico, matching the strike put up by Kevin. Gives him 100 points. Kevin looking for the double.
It's moving.
Everything but the 4.
The 4th pin there. It's got some help too on the left. If anything, move it, miss it to the left. Knowing Kevin though, he put it right on the pin.
Yeah, play a little bit to the left, but spare on strike. 65 in a ball in the 5th.
That'll be a good hit too.
Well, the wood's turning enough early. I don't know. Can he use the ball off that wood to carry out the 10?
It's going to be close.
It's going to fly though.
Yeah.
No, it's too high in the wood. And let's see, 9 bucks. It is now. Well, chance for Rico. He's working on a strike. Down by 22. He'll cut into that lead. And almost a double. Wow. Everything but the 10. Oh, the toughest pin for a right-hander. At least I think it is anyways. Not for Rico. Spare on strike. Matching spare on strike that Kevin Davis already put in there. Back to the 19-pin advantage that Kevin Davis has minus this ball. Right back in the pocket. Oh, wow. Could have been a triple strike very easily. Just one measly 7-pin kept him from a triple strike. Of course, that's 500 bonus points. And there you see that strike off the ball of Rico Baldinelli. And we're going to take a short break here. Game lead right now is just 8 pins for Kevin Davis, but Rico's got a strike working. We got a Donnybrook happening here. Don't go away. Stay with us. Okay, Kevin Davis back up in the lanes. Box number 7, string number 1, championship match. Trying to make it 7 in a row. He's at a tiger by the tail, and Rico Baldinelli. He's leading by 8, but Rico is going to cut into that, working on that strike. Whoa! There's a strike of his own. Was that fast or what?
That was very quick.
This is going to be a slow motion that's going to think regular speed. Watch this. Whew. My. I once did that back in '68. Ooh. Full on the head pin that time. 2, 4, 7 on the left. 3, 6, and 9 on the right. Now it's a 6 fill on the strike. just a 7 box. So 104 through 8. Well, the decent fill and another mark, Rico could take over the lead. Pretty good ball there too in the 1-3 pocket.
There's a 2-4-7 in the 5. Could have been easily 4 strikes in a row.
Really? It's a little light on that one, but not that bad. More importantly, you'd like to keep the streak alive. Another 100-point bonus with this. Yes, he keeps it alive. 4 in a row. That's about 500 points, I believe. And there you see the spare. The 4th mark in concession. Strike, spare, strike, spare. Right back in the pocket. Wow. 9-pin drop. 6-pin piece of wood in front. Remember, these is all 100-point bonus plus the value of the mark itself. So Rico could be racking them up here. Oh, a little too far to the right. Spun the wood away from that 6-pin. Wow. 10.
There.
Rico, same demeanor. You know, he just smiles. Says, "Oh, let that one get a little bit farther to the right than I wanted to." Still thought he might carry it, though.
Yeah, I thought it would at least nail off the wall a little bit there.
Oh, almost. 9-pin drop for Kevin. Leaves the 3-pin. Spare up in the 9th. Trailing by 8 through the 8th frame. It's the first time in all the weeks he's been behind, I believe. I don't ever remember him being behind.
Uh-oh.
Oh, could be. Almost. 9-pin drop. Almost got the backdoor strike.
Yeah, I believe he's always had the lead going into the second game.
Right. He just may have the lead anyways. He hasn't added the 9 on the spare yet, so it's 123 in the 9th, 133 in the 10th, plus this ball. So you're going to be up near 140, if not better than 140. Of course, a strike here would give him another 100-point bonus plus the 100 points for the strike. And not going to be, but a 7-pin drop and an even 140. Great opening game. Kevin Davis, 6-time champ, opens with a 140 game. Well, regardless of what happens, Rico is going to be within 1 mark of him, even if he doesn't mark. I'll tell you, Rico has been on that head pin. A little full that time, though. 3, 7, and 10 left, Earl.
No, that's the. Yeah, this is a 3-7. Can't see. It's still there.
You know, you've been
3, 7, and 10.
you've been using that excuse for 4 weeks now. You can't see. Go get your glasses. Oh, that was the unconventional way of making a 10. All right, lead now 1 pin for our reigning champ, Kevin Davis. And he'll increase that lead unless Rico can match the spare 7 in the 10th. Again, right back on the head pin, but a little full the last 2 boxes. That's the bad news. Good news, he's still on the head pin with that first ball. But he started with a 3 box, though. Almost.
Same way he started in the challenges match.
Sure, started with a 4 and ended up with a 123. Here he started with a 3. He's going to end up with well over 130, or at least 130. Make it 131. So it's a 9-pin advantage for our 6-time champ Kevin Davis. We'll be back with string number 2 right after this.
Welcome back. To our viewers at home, if you would like to get involved, you can send a postcard to the International Candlepin Bowling Association, $30,000 Candlepin Challenge, 26 South Main Street, Suite 252, Concord, New Hampshire, 03301. Now, 2 names will be chosen every week from those groups of postcards, and they will be paired with our 2 challengers. Now, if one of those challengers should go on to unseat our champion, then you will win $25. And there's another way you can win. You can come down and be a part of our audience. Now, everyone in the audience's names will also go into a drawing. One name will be selected and paired with our champion. If the champion should keep his crown, then that lucky audience member will win the $25. But now let's get back to some bowling with Rico Baldinelli.
Okay, thank you, Trina. And again, get those postcards in. Earl, who do you have bowling for these? Who are these bowlers bowling for, I should say?
Kevin Davis today has Tony Leo from Amesbury, Mass. here in our audience today. And for the Rico Baldinelli, the postcard was sent in by Janet Prevette from North Fork, Massachusetts.
Okay. Oh,
he stole that one.
Rico kind of waved at that one. He knew he missed the shot, but the wood was able to come back and still take out those 2 pins. Sometimes you need a break like that to keep yourself going, but he has been bowling terrific so far. 8-pin drop off the head pin, 1-2 left. Two in a row for Rico. There you see the replay. Yep. Down by 9, come out with spare 8 spares. A good way to erase that deficit. Let's see if Kevin can answer the call.
Oh, he has a 3-horseman, 1, 3, 6, 4, 7. I think he would have to split the 1, 3.
No, the 1's not there, is it? 3, 3, 6.
The 3 again?
Yeah, they keep moving, Earl. Those things are moving. It was the 1, then it became the 3.
I figured I threw in the 3. I haven't seen it all day.
Yeah, it's you got a bad angle. I know you can't see, but he wants it to fall this way. Nope.
Now we have the 3 and the 6.
There you go, Earl.
I'm on top of it now.
More important, Kevin needs this to try to keep pace, and he does. Spare in the second. Another 100 points for Rico with that double spare. Interesting to note, the first game, there you see the spare by Rico, by Kevin. And let me just tell you that Earl, actually explain to them what the point totals were after the first game. An interesting stat here.
Right, we have Rico at 500 points and Kevin Davis at 400, even though Kevin is still winning the game.
That's right. Kevin had the 140 to 131, but because of the consecutive marks, strike spare by Rico, he was able to get more points. Interesting. 10 for Rico in the third, 46. Right back in the pocket, everything but the 9.
He's got a lot of lumber out front, too.
Now he's going to take a quick look at it.
I think he can get by on the right-hand side there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd take it all, but let's see. No, he's going by. You called it, Earl. I really can't see.
Is that the 3-pin?
Yeah, that's a 9. I can't see from this angle. That was a good call. Spare in the fourth. Nice. Rico continues to keep the heat on our 6-time champ.
He's starting to rack up the points now, too. 650 points.
6-pin drop for Kevin.
I believe he's got the 1, 3, 6, and the 8.
Correct. Sliding by the head pin. Missing the object pin in that case was the head pin. Wants to try to match the 10 box by Rico in the third, and he doesn't. Drops 2 and count. So now Rico leads this game by 13, but overall by 4. But he has a spare already posted in the fourth. Light hit there. 6-pin left. Like at the 4-pin. Getting me confused now, Earl. Piece of wood out in front. Looks like you should just drive it straight back. Yes, matching spares in the 4th, folks. We got a good one. 4 pins separating the bowlers. Can Rico do what no man has done the last 6 weeks, and that's unseed Kevin Davis. Right on the head pin again, this time a little full.
He has the 2-3, 4, and a 7.
Right.
But I think the wood angle, I think he sweeps across down low.
Yes, he does. 2 in a row. Great shot. Hope we got that one on replay. I know the crew will have it. There you go. Right on the red line. Took a while for the 7 to go, but great shot. 2 in a row. Back on the head pin. Wants the 7 to go.
Come on, Rico.
He wants this one here for the bonus points.
No, we're going to have to start counting these because his points are starting to add up. Whoa, he kind of went far to the right that time. Kind of threw his hands up on his head saying, well, boy, but he had enough room to play. Alley Cat Lanes, Kingston, Massachusetts. It's a wild place today. Lots of birthday parties going on and some great bowling out here in lanes 13 and 14. And a 10 box for Kevin. Moves over to lane 14. Now drop 6.
The 1, 7, 8, and 10. He's got some wood there on the right-hand side. I don't know if it's.
I'm almost going to have to take the head pin and the wood at the same time. Oh, and he does. He avoids the wood, takes just the head pin, makes a great spare. The lead now for Rico is 13. Both bowlers up with spares in the 6th, and we'll roll away to a message following that great shot by Kevin Davis. Don't go away. Okay, here we go, folks. Rico trying to do what 6 previous bowlers weren't able to do, and that's take the crown away from Kevin Davis. Working on a spare, and a strike on it, and that's 4 in a row. Wow. Three spares and a strike in this streak alone. I'll tell you right now, Kevin Davis's 2250 might be in jeopardy if Rico can keep marking here. Of course, he's more importantly to win the match. And he gets there! Another one! Spare on strike! Oh my! 5 in a row. 3 spares, strike, spare. Kevin Davis working on a spare has to do the same thing. Missing just to the left. 4 horsemen right.
Yeah, he's got the 1 and 3, the important 3 and 6 and 10.
And and his streak stops at just 1. Rico is going to jump out to a pretty significant lead right now. Kevin Davis is going to have to really come alive. The lead now is ballooned to 28, but more importantly, Kevin is facing a spare already posted by Rico. And Rico at this point might be shifting his thoughts toward these points. Half Worcester right.
That's a place you haven't seen Kevin in a long time.
That's right. And I think with this, without a mark here, Rico is probably going to start thinking points rather than winning the match. He may have the match well in hand, but the point total, he can unseat Kevin Davis as number 1. $10, 94.
Right, and I think he's got about 1,200 points already. That's not including the winning of the 750 points winning the match.
Okay,
either.
so he's right around the 2,000 mark,
Yeah,
give or take. We'll add him up in a second, but he wants to keep marking.
7 dropped there with the 1, 3, and the 10.
1, 3, 10. Wants to grab the head pin, keep the streak alive. This will be worth 150 points with a bonus. And he gets another one. 6 in a row. My, oh my. Hang on. Here's a replay of that one. 6 in a row. We can't add them fast enough. All you know is that he gets 100 points with consecutive marks. And a strike on spare. Oh! There's another 150 points. There it is, tripping that 5-pin. What a finish by Rico Baldinelli. 168 plus 2 balls. And remember, if he was to throw another strike or a spare, it would be another bonus. Okay, this would be worth 50 for the spare and another 100-point bonus because the streak is still alive. Big one. It stops there, but what a finish. 176. Rico Baldinelli.
Right. I believe right now, I have to go back and check it away at the break. I got him at winning the match and everything in total about 2250.
That would be Ty and Kevin Davis.
Oh, yeah, right.
With a solid 7 left for Peacewood out front.
All right, 104. So we have a new champion in Rico Baldinelli. Well deserved, and it took 6, 7 marks in a row to unseat Kevin Davis, our 6-time champ. And he's not going to go away quietly. There you see the strike. And he's going to have a decent total himself. Almost a double. And 9 on the strike. And let's just zero in on that scoreboard for a second and show the finish that Rico started in the 4th frame with a spare, another spare, a 3rd spare, then the strike, another double spare, finally through the strike in the 10th, 176. And there you see the totals. 307, 263 would win a lot of matches, Earl, but not today. Rico, just too much for Kevin Davis. Great match. We'll be back to talk to the bowlers and wrap this up and count these points up, folks. Don't go away.
I'm here with our newly dethroned champion, Kevin Davis. Kevin, sorry to say that. I didn't think I was going to see you on these sides of the interviews ever. You just kept winning, what, 7 times in a row, right?
Yeah,
well,
I won 6, yeah. 6 times.
6 times. Now tell us, what does it feel like to be at the end of this great run that you've had?
Well, you knew it had to come. I mean, I can't just keep winning and winning and winning. Rico, excellent today. Bowl great. I went over 300. I did it to somebody else a few weeks back. I know what it feels like for somebody to do it against me. It's happened before. I know it'll happen again, but it's a lot of fun. Love bowling with him. Great guy.
Well, you bowled a 263, which is more than an impressive round, but you ran into a buzzsaw named Rico. Tell us a little bit about what happened.
Well, he threw, what, 8 or 9 in a row right there, the 2nd string. We both came out after 4, it was still tight, and boom, he just blew it open. Yeah, he did good.
Well, you've had a fantastic run. You said that you've won about $1,300 so far. What are you going to do with that money?
I'll put it into our camp up in Pittsburgh, go snowmobiling, and that's about it.
That's great. Well, we hope you enjoy it, and we hope to see you back again.
Okay.
Now we're going to head over to Dan and Earl.
Thanks, Trina. And boy, I'll tell you, if you're just walking in this match, you missed something. We bowled 40 boxes between the 2 bowlers, and I believe if my count is accurate, we got about 23 of those were marks out of 40 boxes. Fantastic bowling by both bowlers. 263 for Kevin, our reigning champ. 263 will win a lot of matches here on the $30,000 Candlepin Challenge. but today it wasn't enough. 307 for a 2-game total. Rico Baldinelli. Let's bring Rico up here. Congratulations, Rico. And for those people at home, turn right around here so they get a good look at you. Tell them how all good matches start with 3 and 4 boxes.
Yeah, you get 3 and 4, and you laugh and you relax again, and then you can bowl from there.
Well, I remarked about your demeanor. You're kind of a happy-go-lucky guy. I mean, I would be furious if I started with a 3 or a 4 box, and it would probably take me half the game to recover, but not you. It came right back, and you were on the headpin most of the day.
Yeah, today I came back, and the ball was working. I was getting a lot of breaks too, and Kevin bowled well, but I was getting a lot of breaks.
Well, when you hit 307, you have to have a few breaks, and a true champion, you cash in on those breaks. We'll throw up a graphic for you people at home in a second, but congratulations, because now you are the #1 seeded for the point total. Does $15,000 ring a bell with you?
Yeah, it sounds good. I can't believe it.
Can you remember back in tournaments that you've won, come anything close to $15,000?
No, I can't say that it has.
Yeah, if you think $250 is close, huh?
Yeah.
Rico, let's see if you can make it 2 in a row next week. But great bowling. It was fun to watch, and I'm sure the people at home enjoyed it as well as we did.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, news isn't all bad for Kevin Davis. He's got 2,250 points. Rico Baldinelli, 2,300. We're going to flash that graphic up for you so you can show those two bowlers. Last year, Dave Dupuis was 2,350, I believe, right, Earl?
Right, yes.
2,350, and held up all year long. And Rico's at 23 now, and Kevin at 2,250. So I would buy those scores from you guys for like $500 or something. You know, since the third place finisher ends up with 1,000 that day, that final show. 1,500 or 2,500 to the second place finisher, and that grand prize at 1,500. Well, I'll tell you, it wasn't in doubt, but when Rico started that streak, 7 consecutive marks to finish that second game, 176, and I'll tell you, that was some fantastic bowling. Boy, anything else you can say, Earl?
That's where the points add up.
That's right.
The consecutive marks.
Okay, and while we got a minute here, I want to thank Earl for filling in for me or for Phil or somebody, and I'm filling in for Phil. I don't know. Our main man will be back next week, Phil Burton. I hope you can join us and see if Rico can make it 2 in a row and some more fantastic bowling. Thanks for joining us. See you next week on a $30,000 Candlepin Challenge.
Rock your body to the left.